What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again, and tonight we are here to talk about something very special, and that is my boy Shang-Chi. Simu Liu Hot Toys 1/6 scale has finally been released. I know I've been one of the biggest fans of this piece, of the character of the film, and biggest advocate of, what it represents in the MCU and how great it is. One of the best MCU films I've ever seen, one of the best films, in my opinion, that I've ever seen. I love Shang-Chi. I love it so much, guys. That said, I want to talk about the final product from Hot Toys. Let me waste no more time here and share my screen here. So let me just start by saying this. When this prototype was announced, the head sculpt, I have been on record multiple times. I thought this was the best head sculpt I had ever seen from Hot Toys. And that's saying a lot because Hot Toys has produced a lot of really, really good figures over the years. A lot of amazing head sculpts over the years. That said, when it comes to Shang-Chi and Simu Liu, I hadn't seen one quite this lifelike, especially for a character that I cared this much about. I love Shang-Chi. I went into the film with very little expectations. I came out a huge fan of Shang-Chi. I saw it in the theater, I think 2 or 3 times. Really, really loved it. Bought it on Blu-ray the first day. I rushed home to pre-order these figures immediately. I ended up canceling them because I knew I could get them cheaper eventually, which is what I did, unfortunately. But I know I'm going to pick these figures up. That said, how does the final weigh up to, in comparison to the prototype? Because to me, guys, I think this is one of those cases, as far as the head sculpt is concerned, an acceptable decline. Yes, there is a decline. But when you look at it, this is probably a 10 to 15% decline from the prototype. It's not terrible. It's still an amazing head sculpt, but it is that decline that we like to tell people to expect when you're going from prototype to final when it relates to Hot Toys. That said, am I satisfied with the head sculpt? Overall, yes. Do I wish it were a little bit better and a little bit closer to the prototype? Yes. The eyes are a little bit in a different position. The paint is a little bit flatter. It's not quite as lifelike. That said, still looks pretty amazing in the photos. Guys, everything looks great. Let me just be honest here. There's a couple of things that this exists in the prototype as well, to be fair. The wrist joints. The wrist joints right there, right? The wrist joints are going to be a problem unless you pose this guy like this, which you can very easily do. You can probably cover these wrist joints pretty effectively. There is a more glaring issue because the wrist joints I always knew about. And you know what? This other issue existed on the prototype as well because I went back and looked at it. However, I don't know if anyone's talking about this. Look at the chest here. Does something seem off to you guys? Because when I look at that, it almost to me looks like it's a female character. And it's very interesting. And I think really what this is a very simple matter of these are the pecs on the figure body underneath the suit. However, when it comes to the tailoring, something with these pecs is making, maybe the suit is too tight or something. It's making them stick out. So it almost looks like it's a female character, which is very interesting. There's the head sculpt. Still turned out pretty good. I still think it came out really, really nice. It's still a really lifelike head sculpt. There is obviously a noticeable decline though, as far as paint apps are concerned. That said, the chest is really what's bothering me, guys. I can live with the decline in the head sculpt. It's still pretty nice. The chest, you're going to have to pose this guy, I feel like, in a very specific way to negate this issue. So this is going to be something that I originally was going to get this figure day one probably because I really want it that much. And I still really, really want it and love it. From this angle, not as bad, right? Because you can sort of conceal it a little bit. But if you have the figure facing head on, this angle not as bad because he's tilted down a little bit, right? So I think it's going to all be about the posing with this guy. However, when you got him in this type of pose, the elbow joint shows. So that's not going to be ideal either. So it's just something with that chest. It's just, I'm not sure what happened with the tailoring. And this was on the prototype, to be fair. I guess I just didn't notice it at the time. But seeing in the final, I guess I'm being a little more critical and I'm starting to notice it a bit more. And it's there. It's the figure body. It's the pecs of the body to articulate. And it's throwing off the realism a bit. Because when you look at Simu Liu in the suit in Shang-Chi, it doesn't look like that. It looks very flat, as it should. But this does not look flat. This is not a flat-chested situation here for Simu Liu, for Shang-Chi, because look at this. It just looks off, right? In person, maybe I'll be fine with this and we can make it work, but certain angles, see, you guys got to see what I'm talking about here. He's got really big pecs, right? He's got really big pecs. So This is very interesting to me. I love the figure overall. I love what you can do with the rings. I love that they are sort of, you can shine a light on them like a black light and make it look, it lights up and it looks like from the film. I love that you can put the rings on the forearm. That's really great. You can put them, on the fire effects, put them on his feet, put them on his hands. Really, really cool. I love that, it has the pendant, has a lot of cool stuff, right? But when you look at it, everything looks pretty great to me besides this chest area right there. And it just threw me off, guys. So let me know if I'm being too nitpicky, but I don't really seem to notice this with other male figures. So I'm not sure if this is something in regards to this specific outfit that maybe it was difficult to do because of the figure body, but maybe they could have used a slimmer body with smaller pecs, or maybe modified it to make the pecs a bit smaller, because they're puffing out quite a bit here and it looks pretty unnatural. So like even here, look at that. It looks odd. Let's just say that. It looks odd. And I want to see it in person. I'm still going to get the figure because I love Shang-Chi, and I want to see if I can pose this guy in a way that will mitigate this issue. But in photos, it's an issue. So I don't know. I guess we're going to see how this shakes out. However, I'm really excited for the figure nonetheless. But look at, see what I mean? See what I mean? Is no one noticing that except for me? No one's catching on to that. I mean, I get, I'm sure Simu Liu has great pecs and all, but they don't look like that. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I love this pose, by the way, but I'm still going to get the figure. I'm not sure where I'm going to get it yet, but I am going to pick it up. And yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about it. I'm still very excited, really excited to see Wenwu. Should drop any day now. I'm assuming this week. That said, guys, thank you so much for listening. Hopefully in hand, the issue is not as intense. I guess we're going to find out when I get it in hand. That said, peace out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you later.